Hi everyone, before we get started with the review, make sure you download the OneFootball app, the only app that will give you all the stats and transfer rumours going into January. Link is in the description. Now Kyle, 0-0 with Fulham. That's a really poor result in my opinion.
I think I said to my fan cam, it was very much like Brighton at home last year, just drab, boring, damp as a wet towel, mate, to be honest, just shocking.
Do you think we approached the game wrong? When we played Huddersfield last week, and I was there, check out the fan cam, I thought that we weren't able to take the game to them, and as against a team like Huddersfield, and I feel it's a similar story here with Fulham. That's really frustrating that these bottom teams at home, we can't take the game to them, and Rafa feels like he can't and he has to play this system.
It's very much like the Championship, mate. Teams would come to St James's Park and park the bus effectively, and we couldn't break most of them down. Very drab results, a lot of them. But away from home, this five at the back system seems to really play into our hands. But at home, we can't break any teams down. I think how many goals we scored St James's this year? 4 or 5. It's not very good, mate, is it? And that's in 8 or 9 games, and we've avoided defeating 3 of them. You know what I mean? So it's not good at all. Our home form's dire, and this wing back system and the way Newcastle play, which is mostly counter attack, it helps away from home because we're up against it away from home. But at home, counter-attacking football, when you're looking to break someone down, it's just not there, mate.
Do you think we're missing sort of key personnel to make the system work, or do we need to buy other people in to maybe revert back to 4 at the back?
I'm not sure, to be honest, mate, because I personally think when we play 5 at the back, we can play some good stuff. Just today, nobody took the game by the scruff of the neck. It's just that again, that we couldn't break Fulham down because they put everything they had behind the ball, and it really worked for them. So I don't think it's a case of personnel. I think what we had out on that pitch today was enough to beat Fulham, because honestly, mate, they're flipping dire. For all the money they've spent, dear God.
But would you say that, say a proper left wing back and not Matt Ritchie, maybe Lejeune, maybe Shelvey, if those players come in, this system would be a lot more effective?
We could have done with Shelvey they do if he's passing, because we're main passers of the team. Key and Shaw weren't on it the day. It was mainly down to Giormi to play the ball and ping the ball left, right and centre. It was really surprising. So I'd say we need in January. It's alright saying we need this, we need that. Are we going to get it, Will? We're not. It's just we're not going to get anything with the current owner and the big smoke screen that is, oh well, we might get bought off Peter Kenyon. The only way we're buying these players, mate, is if Peter Kenyon comes in, and even then, from this point on, even if the takeover was confirmed tonight, you're still looking at 2 weeks, the middle of January, before we can do anything. So, not holding much hope for January, mate.
All right, well, let's see what Rafa has to say.
Disappointed because we could get 3 points, especially at home. But at the end, if you see the game, I think we deserve to win. If you watch the last 5 minutes, we could lose the game. So then, when you get 1 point in this game, and if you remember that we have 3 points in the last one, 4 points in the last 2 games, you have to think that this is right if you can win, especially this one. No? But disappointed because we could do better, and still, I think that the players they tried and they were pushing. But we made a couple of mistakes in the counter-attack at the end when we gave them the chance to run behind. And in the final third, still we have to be more precise and more accurate.
Okay, right, now we're going to have a look at the league table, and we really could have done with that win. It was our opportunity to go 7 clear, wasn't it?
To be fair, mate, looking at the table looks all right. Burnley are 18th and on 12 points. We're like 5 points above that now. When going into, obviously, Liverpool, Watford and Man United at home, we've got a good gap there. It's just a hope we can pick up a win out with those 3 games, and we'll be all right, I reckon. Like the one positive.
Where are you picking a win out of those? Because Watford away is not going to be the easiest game. I'd be surprised if we get a draw. I'd be having us to kind of lose that one. And then you've got Liverpool away, Man United at home under a new coach. I mean, I don't really see where this win's coming from in the next few games.
Call's delusional, mate, but anything can happen. The Crystal Palace beat Man City at the Etihad today without Wilfred Zaha, without their best player, so anything can happen, mate. Newcastle away from home have been brilliant, and everyone says, oh, we'll get humped off Man City. We didn't get humped off Man City. Up until today, when Palace beat Man City at the Etihad, nobody had done better than them in the league. So at the end of the day, anything can happen, mate. And Watford as well, away from home, I'm confident we can pick up at least a point from Watford or Liverpool. Like.
Also, like, news came out this week that Muto and Key will be not available now for January up until February, as they're at the Asian Cup. Is that a blow? Because Muto hasn't really been used, but Key has, and Key's been one of our better players.
Muto's still an option off the bench, and Key's found his form massively in the past couple of games. It's very similar to the African Cup of Nations 2012, mate. Where Barr and Cisse and Chiote were going to the African Cup of Nations. Lack of depth in the squad made it look bad then. Lack of depth in the squad makes it look bad now. So there are going to be big blows for this team, and hope it's just a bit of. To be at the end of the day, it's the end of the calendar season in Asia. So now it's just one of them, mate. It's just down to the lack of investment in the team that's going to hurt with. That's all.
Yeah, and the last one is, you know, looking to Liverpool, you know, top of the league, flying high. Can we realistically get anything out of that?
As I say, mate, anything can happen. Away from home, I think Newcastle play their best football. And the way we play away from home, we'll look to frustrate teams. If anyone can frustrate Liverpool, it's Newcastle. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to beat Liverpool, but the way we play away from home, we've got every chance to. We've only been beat off the Manchester clubs away from home this season. And to be fair, Man U were lucky to get a win. And Man City, other than a Kyle Walker screamer, wouldn't have won either. So Newcastle are really good away from home, and I don't think anyone gives them credit. And Liverpool I think they have City and Arsenal over the Christmas period. Correct us if I'm wrong, but the Liverpool fans been saying across pages that they're going to drop players for Newcastle because I think they're going to walk our way. Do that at your peril, because Newcastle are good away from home. We're terrible here, but away from home, underestimate we, mate, and we'll come at you. That's what I think.
Yeah, let's see. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment down below what you thought of this game, and like the video.
Have a good Christmas as well.
Exactly. Thank you very much.